Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be talking about the Chase Sapphire Preferred and the Chase Sapphire Reserve card. Now is the perfect time to sign up if it's something that you've always been wanting to do because they have increased the bonus points from 60,000 to 75,000 bonus points. Now, Chase rarely does this, so I just wanted to make sure I brought it to you guys so you know that it's a good time to apply and talk about the benefits of each card. So for the Chase Sapphire Reserved, it's going to be a annual fee of $550, whereas the Chase Sapphire Preferred is an annual fee of $95, as you can see at the bottom. So this is going to be different depending on the individual and what type of spending habits you have throughout the month. So the Chase Sapphire Reserve, there is $75 for each authorized user, whereas it is $0 for each authorized user on the Chase Sapphire Preferred. And for the 75,000 bonus points, both cards have it when you spend $4,000 within 3 months of opening the account, you're able to get these points, which of course you want to make sure you spend that amount of money to make it worth it. So for the preferred, it's going to be $900, over $900 towards travel. And for the reserve, it's going to be over $1,000. So when we move down and we look at some of the other benefits, the annual credit that you get for the preferred is $50 towards a hotel. And then the Sapphire Reserve is $300 travel credit. And obviously that's going to be for flights, hotels, whatever you need it to be. So you just want to know that you're going to be limited to hotel credit only on the Sapphire Preferred. And they say the value on the travel redemptions, obviously it's more on the reserve, but you pay more, so that's expected. Now, when we talk about the partnerships, when we look at the preferred, these are the deals you're going to get. You're going to be able to get your DoorDash Dash Pass subscription for complimentary for a year, and that is a value of $96. So you'll be able to have like 0 delivery fees and lower service fees, which might be beneficial depending on who you are. The next is going to be the Instacart membership. So this is for 6 months. It's going to be complimentary for the Instacart Plus, and that is valued at $60. But you have to activate it by July 31st. So it depends on when you see this video, if that's something that is going to be worth it for you. The other thing is you get a quarterly Instacart credit. It is $15 on your statement, and that is each quarter, but that is only through July 2024. So that may not be beneficial, seeing as it is already May. The next one is you get 5 times the total points on Peloton purchases. Now, if you're not a person that is looking for Peloton equipment, this may not work for you. But essentially, you will be able to get over $150 in points when you purchase a Peloton bike. And then you get 5 times total points on Lyft. So getting 5 times the points on the Lyft rides is going to be good through March 31st, 2025. So that is still something that is going to be beneficial. And that's 3 points in addition to the 2 points you already earn on travel. So when we look at the reserve, these are the differences. They allow you to get Lyft Pink membership. So this is 2 years of complimentary Lyft Pink All Access when it's activated by the end of 2024. That is valued at $200 a year, and it includes 10% off Lux rides, free priority pickup upgrades, and discounts on bike shares and more. The other one, you get that DoorDash Dash Pass, just like with the preferred, and it's going to be for a year, valued at the same amount of $120. The difference is you get a DoorDash credit each month, but it is only $5, and this is through the end of the year of 2024, so that is something to keep in mind when you're choosing a card. The next one is going to be that Instacart membership. It's the same thing, except instead of 6 months for the Instacart on the preferred, it's going to be a year of complimentary Instacart. But again, it needs to be activated by July 31st of 2024. And as you can see, again, it's a monthly Instacart credit of $15 each month through July 2024. And again, that is coming up, so it may not be worth it for that. The next is going to be Priority Pass Select Membership. Now, this is where it gets good, okay? You are able to enjoy Priority Pass Select Membership at 1,300 airport lounges worldwide. This is why people spend more money on these cards, okay? It is valued at $469 a year. But the caveat with this one is that you would need to have a lounge in the airport that you usually fly out of. It may not be worth it if you're constantly flying out of an airport that does not have a lounge that you can use your priority pass at. So that's something to consider, and I would look it up before you choose this card. The next one is the edit. When you book through the edit, you get a daily breakfast for two, $100 property credit as far as the hotel, and room upgrades if it is available. And the last difference is you get 10 times the points on the Peloton purchases, and that is through March 31st, 2025. And that's $150 again when you make that purchase. So as you can see, there are some differences between the cards, but you have to weigh your options to see if it's worth the difference of spending $95 and then spending over $500. So one of those key things is really going to be that priority pass and checking if you are able to go, if there's an airport lounge near you, because that is what really sells these cards. So I would look into that prior to choosing the reserve, card. And I just want to make sure you guys know this as well. So now we're going to look at the differences between both cards. So how you're going to be able to earn points. So for the preferred, you're going to get 5 times the points on hotels and car rentals. And on the Sapphire Reserve, you're going to get 10 times the points when you purchase through the Chase Travel. For the preferred, you're going to have 2 times the points on all other travel purchases. And then on the Sapphire Reserve, you're going to have 3 times the points on the all other travel expenses. It's going to be exactly the same for dining, which is 3 times the points. And then we talk about the airport lounge already. The difference is you're going to have access to airport lounges with the Sapphire Reserve. And another additional benefit is they also offer global entry, TSA PreCheck, or Nexus fee credit, which can be beneficial for some. But again, when we look at the difference in the fee, $95 versus $555, you really have to consider what's going to be more important to you. Now, again, we're going to look at some of that differences within the purchases, and we're talking about dining purchases. Again, you have exactly the same points for dining purchases, which is 3 times the points, but Chase Dining is 10 times the points on the Reserve, whereas it's only 3 times the points on the Sapphire Reserved. So some everyday benefits is that on the Preferred, you get 10% anniversary points boost, whereas you will not get that on the Reserve. For streaming purchases, you get 3 times the points on purchases, whereas you only get 1 on the Reserve. For online grocery purchases, you get 3 times the points on the Sapphire Preferred, whereas you get 1 times the point on the Reserve. And for the Lyft purchases, it's 10 times the point on the Reserve and only half that, 5 on the Preferred. So one of the other things is you can refer friends to either card and you can earn up to 75,000 bonus points per year. So 1 point equals $1 spent on all purchases. So I would say that this is a really great card, and also the most beneficial thing about it all is you have $0 in foreign transaction fees and no blackout dates or travel restrictions when it comes to booking through Chase Travel. That is very important to consider with this card. And for me, as a person that travels a lot, the $0 transaction fee, foreign transaction fee, is definitely important for me because some cards will charge you large amounts of money for foreign transaction fees. So it's something that you definitely want to consider. I chose to apply for the Chase Sapphire Preferred, and I was approved instantly. They gave me a credit line of $9,300 with an APR of 23.49. So it's super quick and easy. It takes 2 minutes to apply. Obviously, I could not show my information, but it takes you to this page after you apply, and you're able to set up a username and password to be able to log in to their site and also on their app if you have it. And that's really all it is to it. Thank you guys so much for watching, and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.